The iconic chimneys of Battersea Power Station have been a familiar and much loved feature of London's skyline for over 80 years. However, time has taken its toll and the concrete structure has become cracked and loose, while the internal reinforcements are badly corroded. So why has this damage occurred? And how do we ensure this London landmark continues to be enjoyed by future generations? The power station was designed and built in the 1920s and 30s and was a reflection of its time. The striking Art Deco exterior and a reliance on some of the latest construction technologies meant it was not just a functional building, but one of tremendous beauty. But in 1983, the station was shut for good, and for the next 30 years, the site remained derelict. Battersea is about to start a new chapter of its life. This 40-acre site is about to be redeveloped to form a new community, and at the heart of the regeneration is the power station. English Heritage are involved with the plans because it's a protected, listed building. I'm joined by Tim Jones, who's the Principal Inspector of Historic Buildings for English Heritage. Now, Tim, could you explain what a listed building actually is?
There are three grades of listing for buildings: Grade 1, Grade 2 star and Grade 2. Battersea is listed at Grade 2 star, which means it's of exceptional architectural and historical significance.
Now, I understand that those chimneys are a cause of great concern. Why is that?
They've been the subject of a lot of discussion over the many, many years this building has been empty and semi-derelict. Because, of course, it is an industrial building, and industrial buildings can be dirty, and dirt can lead to corrosion and decay. And we've rather reached the stage with the chimneys whereby we've got to take a view on their future.
So, what exactly has happened to the chimneys? The chimneys are made of concrete with two internal steel reinforcements. Over the last 80 years, cracks have appeared in the concrete. Salt and carbon dioxide from the air has damaged the concrete itself. These three elements have corroded the steel, resulting in the reinforcements being unable to provide stability for the chimneys. With corrosion comes rust, and that leads to large pieces of concrete breaking off. There has also been a gap emerging between the two sets of steel reinforcements. The inside and outside are effectively coming apart, separating from each other, creating a gap which exposes the steel to even more corrosion. If nothing is done, the chimneys will continue to disintegrate and will be lost forever. So there's a real incentive to do something now.
Yes.
What are the options for us?
Well, the options are do nothing and wait 20 years and see what happens, but that won't sit very well with the new community which is going to go up around it. Or the other option is to deconstruct them and reconstruct them to match exactly their current appearance and profile.
And is English Heritage happy with that approach?
Yes, it's something we've worked on very, very closely with a number of developers for this site, and we're actually satisfied that this is the way forward, and we're satisfied that once the chimneys have been deconstructed and go up once again, you won't know the difference.
Removing the damaged chimneys and replacing them is an enormous engineering challenge, one that's led to an ingenious solution. One of the key people responsible is Justin Phillips, project principal and partner at Bureau Happold.
The process that we're going to go through is to erect an access platform. We'll gradually send this up to the top of the chimney, and we'll start at the top, and it'll be on 2 levels. The top level will actually be carrying out the hydraulic braking of the chimney. The lower level will be doing a survey to make sure that the three-dimensional nature of the chimneys is properly captured. In terms of reconstruction, we are going to duplicate exactly the original design and construction of these chimneys. The only difference in terms of the concrete and the reinforcing is we will use a mix of concrete that will not lead to the corrosion of the steel.
How long before we see our 4 wonderful chimneys restored to London's skyline?
Well, I think the first chimney will take about a year to deconstruct and reconstruct. And what we're going to do is bring that first chimney back up to about 25 metres of the white section, and then we will bring down all the other 3 chimneys. So I think overall we're looking at about a 2-year process.
That seems remarkably short. It's very exciting. Justin, thank you so much. This project is so much more than simply preserving an iconic building. Rob Tinknell is the Chief Executive of the company that's undertaking this incredible project. Rob, we've heard an awful lot about the plans for the chimneys, But what's it like actually working on such a renowned landmark?
I think it's almost as extraordinary as the building itself. People in London have just loved this building, and we see that time and time again. Every time we do a launch or we do a piece of public consultation, the response from the general public is absolutely overwhelming. Community is at the heart of everything we do here, and we want to make sure that this is not just another load of residential buildings, but a complete mixed-use environment with shops, offices, theatres, galleries, places where you can work, live, shop and play. It's going to be a fantastic place.
It's an exciting time for Battersea, and what's certain is that the distinctive chimneys of the power station will always remain part of London's skyline, for future generations to wonder at, admire and enjoy.